Welcome to Manifest Beyond Limits, the podcast that helps you break free from fear and self-doubt so you can create a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. I'm your host, Anaja, manifestation coach, speaker, and believer in limitless possibility. Each week, we'll dive into the mindset shifts, energetic principles, and manifestation tools that help you step into your power and design a reality that truly lights you up. Because here, we believe there are no limits, and anything is possible. You ready? Let's manifest beyond limits. Happy Wednesday, or whatever day that you're listening to this podcast. So it is 9:30 p.m., and I'm recording this to be released at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And I'll be honest, I didn't really feel like recording this tonight. But I'm here anyway, because this is what dedication looks like. This is what commitment looks like. And sometimes showing up isn't just about motivation in that exact moment. It's about being in alignment with who you said you want to be. And so in the last episode, we talked about the law of vibration and how everything is energy and everything is vibrating and emitting a certain frequency. So we talked about how your thoughts have a frequency, your emotions have a frequency, your nervous system has a frequency, and how you attract experiences into your life based on the frequency that you're operating from. So today we're continuing that conversation with the Law of Correspondence. And this is the law that connects your inner vibration to your lived experience. And a lot of times you hear the phrase, as within, so without. And honestly, it can sound really confusing, like what does that even mean? But essentially, the Law of Correspondence says that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So what you experience on the outside often mirrors what's happening internally in your beliefs, your emotions, your identity, and your nervous system. So if your inner world feels chaotic, hectic, or unsafe, then your outer world often reflects that back to you through circumstances of stress, instability, or repeated challenges. And if your inner world feels grounded, supported, and regulated, then your outer world starts to mirror that through consistency and alignment. And so this is why two people can live in the exact same world and have completely different experiences of it. Same circumstances, same opportunities, same environment, but a different internal state. And this is where a lot of people go wrong with manifestation, because they try to change the mirror instead of what's being reflected in it. So they try to fix the relationship, the money, the job, the external outcome. But the law of correspondence teaches us that change doesn't start outside of us, it starts within. And so just to give an example, so if you believe deep down that love has to be earned or that it's inconsistent or unsafe, then you will find yourself in relationships that reflect that belief. And not because you want to suffer or keep experiencing the same situation, but because that hot and cold dynamic feels familiar to your nervous system. And the same with money. If money feels stressful, unpredictable, or unsafe internally, then your external financial reality often mirrors that through situations that cause scarcity and anxiety. And so the law of correspondence is not about blaming yourself for the things that have happened to you. It's not about saying, oh, you caused this, look what you did wrong, you should have known better. It's saying, okay, here's what your reality is showing you. This is feedback, this is information. So your life is constantly communicating with you about what feels normal, safe, and expected to you. And this is where identity and your nervous system comes in. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what your body knows how to handle, what feels familiar, predictable, and safe, even if it's uncomfortable. And so when patterns keep showing up, it's not because you're stuck or broken, it's because something inside of you is still calibrated to that frequency. And the moment you begin to shift your inner state, your beliefs, your emotional baseline, your sense of safety, then your outer reflection has no choice but to change. So you don't change what's in the mirror by yelling at it, you change what's being reflected within it. And the beautiful thing about this law is that it gives you back your power. Because if your life is a mirror, that means that change is possible. And not through trying to force it, but through constant awareness and observation. So it's through regulation, through identity shifts, through learning to feel safe with something new. And so this law invites you to stop saying, why does this keep happening to me? And start asking, what is this showing me about what feels normal? And once that shifts, then the outer world shifts as well. And your life begins to reflect something new. So I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Manifest Beyond Limits. I hope you're leaving feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to take aligned action toward your next level. If this episode spoke to your heart, it would mean the world if you shared it with someone who needs to hear it, or left a quick review to help more beautiful souls find this space. And if you'd like to stay connected, you can find me on Instagram at Manifest Beyond Limits, or visit manifestbeyondlimits.com to dive deeper into my world. And remember, you are powerful, you are supported, and there are no limits to what you can create. With that being said, go out there and manifest a life that's truly beyond limits.